So that's the Angels' problem off the field when it comes to business. They have another problem on the field, other than losing. One of their players is a guy named Michael Lorenzen. He's a pitcher. He is not and should not be the spokesperson for that team. He went off on Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball does not like it when players go public like Pete Alonso did with the two different balls that are being used so pitchers don't get paid or hitters don't get paid. Major League Baseball does not like that. Michael Lorenzen came out and said, these baseballs are slick. There's something wrong with these baseballs. He was saying that balls are slipping out of his hand. They're not being rubbed correctly. There's not enough mud because baseballs, when they're put into a game, are not brand new. There's actually a system that clubhouse people use where you mud a ball to make it game ready. So if you ever get a foul ball and you wonder how could a ball look so used when they take them out of play every pitch practically, the answer is they look used as new balls. You know a ball is actually used when you catch it and it's scuffed, meaning it's been hit by a bat, not rubbed with mud. So these balls that are used are muddied up, and Lorenzen's claiming that all these pitchers are not able to grip the ball, and Major League Baseball is doing this on purpose. He said, this is on Major League Baseball. I don't know what's going on. These baseballs are straight out of the package. His teammate, Ryan Tepera, said, I'm getting balls that are not muddied at all. There's video of him taking balls and throwing them back, throwing them back, throwing them back. Here's a news alert, folks. Major League Baseball is not responsible to muddy the ball. Every home team muddies the ball. So what do? What's baseball going to do? The focus, we're getting into the midseason now, right? We're middle of June. At the end of June, in 10 days, the season will be halfway done. And what topics would you say you've heard the most about since the season started? Off the top of your head, give me the top 5 topics. No research. Don't do who's got the most Twitter followers or Twitter mentions. Top 5 things you've heard. Coca, we didn't do it. We're doing it right now. Ready? Number 1, Aaron Judge. I believe he is the most talked about player and the season he's having. That would be number 1. Number 2, the fact that the Yankees and the Mets have had the best record in their respective leagues for so long. I think that's the second thing talked about. Number 3, the fact that Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout were doing great for the first part of the season, and everyone was talking about the Angels making the playoffs, and now they've had a terrible run. They're done. That's the third thing I think that's being talked about. The fourth thing that's being talked about, off the field, baseballs. Are they dead? Are they juiced? Are they being changed? Are they being changed mid-season? Are they being screwed around with? Number 5, all the teams who stink. What an outrage it is that the Cincinnati Reds were so bad. Meanwhile, I think they have a better record than the Cubs now, maybe. But that there's 6 teams who could lose 100 games and a bunch of managers are being fired, etc. I think those are the top 5 stories. Off the top of my head. If you're Major League Baseball, we would have a general rule in the commissioner's office and in the front office. It's my 80-20 rule. You've heard me talk about this on a mailbag episode. 80-20 is 20% of the people do 80% of the work. That's the rule in every company. That's totally normal, and that's how it works. In baseball, we want 80% of the stories to be on-field performance-based stories, the Aaron Judge stories, how good are the Yankee stories. And you want 20% at most to be the sort of off-the-field distraction stories. That under that category is arrests, domestic abuse, DUIs. It is fights in the dugout, fights on the field, bad baseballs, corked bats, suspensions, PEDs. All of the negative stuff, you want at 20. Baseball's in total violation of that right now. They're not going to make a statement, though. That's not how baseball rolls. They're not going to respond publicly to Pete Alonso or to Michael Lorenzen or to Ryan Tepera. They're just not going to do it.